far back as I can remember, I always wanted to travel. I used to watch TV and wonder what different cities are like, what the people are like, what the food is like. I always wonder what it's like growing up in this hood or that hood. Sometimes people live next to a neighbor for years and never get to know them. There's billions of people in this world. Each has a story, some filled with pain and some filled with glory. Now I can't get to know everyone or see every place, but this show right here is a start. Welcome to Journeys with FKM. Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy FKM, and today I'm taking a journey to San Bernardino, California, also known as Verdugo, for those of you that don't know. And today, man, I'm gonna meet up with a couple of people. I'm gonna meet up with the Count. I'm gonna meet up with my boy Big Kills. I'm gonna meet up with H from Pure Uncut, and they're gonna show me around the city, man, and I'm gonna ask them what the city means to them. And you know how I was growing up. I actually grew up right next to San Bernardino, but I'm from Colton, so I can't really speak on what it was like growing up in San Bernardino. I'm gonna have to let them tell their story, and I'm gonna show you guys a couple landmarks. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of places that I know to be of significance to San Bernardino, but I would also like these people to show me places that mean something to them, you know what I mean? So, man, just enjoy the show, man. I'm off to see my boy, The Count, so I'll tap back in with you guys in a few, man. All right, my boy, can you introduce yourself to everybody out there that doesn't know who you are?
Yeah. My name's Fernando. I go by The Count, the Executioner. I'm the owner of Count Style Productions, Execution Style Entertainment. It's a label that I created, and my squad is called The Executioners, aka the Execution Squad. And
I like that, dog. I like that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you because I see your hat and it says Count Style. Now, how did you come up with that?
Huh?
How did you come up with that whole idea?
The whole idea, man, it's a strong story and it's a fact, bro. I'm from a clique known as the Little Counts Gang, LCG, homie, and it's an established clique out here in San Bernardino, in the city of San Bernardino, in the barrio of Verdugo, Mount Vernon, and we have chapters way before my time. You know, they started back in the 50s, and I'm from the late 80s.
They have the Royal Counts, right?
Yeah, they had different factions. As you grew, you became a Junior Count, a Royal Count. But at one point in the 80s, a faction of Little Counts decided we're not going to be anything but Little Counts, and from that time on, it's only been LCG.
So there's not going to be any like anything else. It's
you
just
stay a Little Count the rest of your life, no matter what age you are. It's just one big clique. The other cliques kind of faded out because we stayed because the Little Counts were considered active because you were an active soldier. The Junior Counts and Royal Counts were more like we've been there, done that. But we kind of like said, nah, we ain't never gonna get off this tip. So we stayed on that tip. So the way I came up with my production label, it's a surname that I created when I was with my homies when we started the clique. When we would go do things, I would use that as a euphemism where we're gonna go do this shit Count Style. We're gonna go bust on somebody, or we're gonna go do these motherfuckers Count Style. We're gonna go with these chicks, we're gonna go fucking Count Style. Everything was Count Style, and it was a kind of a phrase, a name, and a word that I coined that caught on, and the homies were digging it because it identified us in a cool ass light. You know, it's this is Count Style. And so I only have one homegirl that ran with us. Her name was Roxanne. She's still around. She's part of the Suavecitos. And she got it blasted on her hands, but she put it in Spanish. She put Cuenta Estilo, which means Count Style. She's the only one that has it. And when I made my production label, I wanted to have something that signified what I was about. And so I said, you know what, Count Style, that was my phrase. So I put the production under it. So this is Count Style Productions.
That's right.
And so I made a second entity. I don't have it represented right here, but I have it represented in other clothing because I have the Count Style Productions like my music side, and Execution Style Entertainment is my production side where we make short movies, short films, and videos and whatnot. Anything that we do visually, it's Execution Style Entertainment. The reason why I made Execution Style, it kind of mimics Count Style, but Execution Style is a surname for my neighborhood, which is Verdugo, which in Spanish means executioner. So we are executioners. When we say we're executioners, basically saying we're from Verdugo. So I said, you know, Execution Style Entertainment, meaning you're watching the executioner, the guillotine. It's a strong term it's a dark term, but it means we're not putting up with no bullshit, and we're coming strong. You know, we're executing greatness, and that's what it stands for.
On my song, the IE anthem, I say "Land of Execution, San Bernardino," because I always been fond of that name, dog.
Thank
Verdugo.
you, man.
Once I found out what Verdugo, I was like, man, I didn't even know that's what it was, and I was like, man, that's dope, though.
Thank you. That pays homage, and you know, a lot of people have lived this life and lived in this life, and it's not like we chose this life. The life kind of chose us because of our surroundings where we grew up, and you know, a lot of good people have been around, and you know, a lot of bad things have happened to good people, and the people that are still around that can represent it in a more positive light instead of using that negative imagery and energy to try to make it into an entity that glorifies positivity and growth. That's what I want to do, and that's where I think my boys, like, I want to influence them to do better than what I did at their age, because I'm doing better now. So I'm trying to open up those doors and make opportunities instead of like having meetings and doing all that crazy shit. That's already played out, man. How about we do something where we can make money or put us on the map in a positive light to be businessmen? So like,
do you have any artists that you work with by any chance, like this maybe signed to count style?
I have two artists that I signed to my label within the last year. One of them is Westside Trigger the Assassin. He used to be a Blue Light artist, but whatever happened with that faction, I got the blessing from Blue, which is his producer. He told me, go ahead and take him because I'm rearranging shop and I don't have time for artists. And so he gave me the rights to go ahead and bring Trigger on as an artist. Me and Trigger, we talked about it, and I asked him, do you want to roll with me? He had been rolling with me doing videos under a Blue Light artist title, but he said, yeah, sure, I'll roll with you. I'll do some music with you. So he's a signed artist to Count Style Productions. We're going to be in the studio with Ricky Rest next weekend in Pomona doing his first single for my label. He's on songs on my label, but he hasn't done his first single. He's going to do his first single on my label, which is called, I think it's called Respect. And then I signed another artist, which is actually my little primo, that, you know, I know him since a baby, and he's a hood baby. He's a Dino baby. He's one of those, you know, food stamps from back in the days, the paper food stamps and the welfare cheese. He's a product of the environment. He hit me up. Well, I've worked with him before because he was with my cousin who has Godlike Music, my cousin Words. We met him with you. When we did the interview with you. So he was in my video as an extra where he picked somebody up that got hit in one of my videos. We did a movie style video scene. He was in the joint, and he started hitting me up. I guess he was following me, seeing me doing all these moves that I was making. He hit me up and said, hey, when I get out, what's up with the music?
It must make him proud, though.
And he told me that. I said, okay, when you get out, as soon as you get out, hit me up. And sure enough, the day he got out, he hit me up. I started frequenting him. I put him on. I'm going to speak on some stuff that I'm doing. As I was building my label, I got recognized by other labels. Local one, which is Pure and Cut, and a local recording artist with the label known as Little G909 from Different Stilo. He used to be a High Power Baby. But now
I see you working with them a lot.
So here's the thing with that. As I was doing my music, I was doing it independently and on my own, and it gets lonely doing shit on your own when you feel like nobody's watching you.
Is it a little hard to like get out there and get known?
It is hard, you know, because especially when you're doing it on your own dime and you don't really know what you're doing and you're learning from other people, so you learn as you go. And I started feeling like nobody was really paying attention. Everybody was out for themselves. So I kind of like slowed my roll for a few months. But then I started getting hit up by these entities where they're like, hey, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing shit? You want to do something with us? And so I had a few deals on the table, and I saw them through. The one I stepped to the most was Little G, because his deal was a lot more lucrative in my eyes. You know, it was going to benefit me a lot more in financially and spiritually and everything entity wise. And so I took the deal with him. So I'm doing a full album with him, 13 song deal, fully paid out, with videos paid out, production paid out, graphics paid out, cash paid out.
That's dope, because a lot of people, they want you to pay for your own shit. And then they say, hey, I'll promote you, and that's going to be your payment. And they don't want to pay for your music, dog. But for him to do that for you, that's pretty dope.
That was a big step for me, where he took notice of me. We had already been working together on certain songs, and we had been seeing each other. And he just approached me. I told him, let me think about it. And it didn't take me long to make my decision. And I rolled with it. And I'm already 6 songs deep. I already got a song with me and Paez, me and like a couple of his artists, a couple of my artists. And we're halfway done with the album. And so that's what I put put my artist, when he got out, I put him on a song. He's already on a song. He's gonna be in the studio with me and Trigger 2 doing his first single. So I'm gonna release both of my artists at the same time doing their first singles for my label.
So would you say that so far working, you say you're 6 songs into the 13, would you say that you're happy with everything the way it's going right now? Like you guys are working good together and he's doing right by you?
Yes, I could say that. He's a very good man. He has a lot of character, a lot of respect. We have a lot of identical traits as far as how we view other people or how we work with other people. Like, we have that no tolerance for like snake shit, you know what I mean? Like, and there's a lot of people, like, if they backbite you, like, we could be cool, but we ain't cool no more. You mean? Like, I ain't fucking with you, but I ain't got nothing against you, but just you ain't in my lane. If I see you, I ain't got nothing for you. So like, me and him, we've been working together, not have no problems. The music's been going fine, the production's been going fine, and he's a very good, smart businessman in his lane. He's teaching me a lot. He's taking my entity where I was at and bringing me up another notch, because he saw me building my little platform. His little platform is bigger than mine, and he came with his magnifying glass and he pulls me up and he's like, hey, I'm gonna make you stronger, let's work together. So you got two businessmen working together at the same goals, building and complementing each other as we go, man.
Hey, you know one thing about Little G, I will say, man, he doesn't hate on anybody, though. He tries to get everybody involved, especially from your guys' city. He tries to get everybody involved, and he shares the limelight. He doesn't try to keep everything to himself.
He does. He's a good person in general, man. I've hung around him, we've hung out and we partied and we chilled, and you know, we took the business deal. I mean, I met him by happenstance. It was just by happenstance. I wasn't even supposed to be there in that studio. Somebody was supposed to be there to record, and I guess they didn't see it through, and I got a call from actually my artist, Trigger, and his brother. And they were like, what are you doing? I was actually at school training for my Class A license. I was already done. And they were like, hey, you want to be in the studio? You want to be on song with Little G? I was like, yeah, I'm down. That sounds dope. And they were like, come through right now. So they shot me the beat. And on the way to the studio, I'm freestyling my bars till I get there.
Yeah.
I get there and I run into my boy Seuss from 7th Street, who's from Pure in the Cut. Shout out to Seuss. And my homie, Shades Nicochet, they were there already going to record. Trigger was already there. I get in there. We're in Little Green Studio in Riverside. Shout out to Big Joe, Little Green Studio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Little G2 from Different Stilo. Shout out to my artist from Count Style Production. Shout out to Ruben Escobar, part of Execution Style Entertainment. Shout out to FKM, man. You already know.
We have a couple pictures right here. Rest in peace to the fallen ones, man. Rest in peace to everyone that lost their life. Like I said, man, this one right here, iconic. People from different neighborhoods all over know about this one right here. They already recognize you guys out here and shit, huh? Hey, you're a fucking hood star, dog. Hey, man, congratulations on all the success that you guys been having, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, I'm here with my boy H.
Yeah.
Big and Kills. My boy Big Kills.
What up, what up, what
We're
up?
We're here at the Pure Uncut mural, man. This stuff was right here was painted for you guys, huh?
Yeah. Yep. You got it, big dog.
Hey, can you tell us a little bit about who painted this and why it was put here?
Man, it's a combination of both my boys, Juan Cacho and my boy Chris. Don't want to put their other aliases out there, you know what I mean? But this is all community work right here, bro. This was bought by a church, and the church came to him and said, you know what can we do to show the community we're here for the community? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And man, he thought about us. You know, goosebumps. I mean, man, that's real shit.
That's right.
But man, I was happy as fuck. You know what I mean? Truly blessed and just honored, bro, that they want us here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a symbol of 22 plus years of putting it down for your community. If you guys didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey man, Pure Uncut goes way back.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy is H is part of the new generation.
Yeah, definitely.
And Big Kills is part of the old generation and mixed with the new generation.
That's what's up. Kills don't stop.
But,
you know what I mean?
But Kills, you were part of the original Pure Uncut,
I'm part of the Horsemen's, dog. Real shit, you know. And shout out to Bug and motherfucking Seuss, because honestly, they're the ones that got this Pure Uncut wheel rolling, homie. So you know what I mean? Got to give them their flowers, dog, where it's due. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up.
Thanks, bro.
Hey man, what made you want to get involved with Pure Uncut, H?
Me, dog, it's just you know, the fucking history behind it, dog, and just growing up here. you know, my whole entire life, bro. Just growing up right here, actually right here on the west side. I grew up on Kingman Street, just actually right down the street, right there where the Santa Fe Whistle is, dog. And
okay.
It was just, I feel like it was just fucking, it was meant to be, dog. It was just within me, you know. They just embraced me, dog. Just me growing up over here, dog, and coming from here.
And
it was
then
actually
on that
just
note,
Suits, dog, and
Weddle,
them embracing me, dog.
He embraced me, man, starting his shit. Lit a fire under kills. Look at this, a whole year. It's only been a fucking year that we've hit people with. Honestly, genuinely a fucking year. And look how many projects we got coming out. Look how many people we got on the label now. The movement is really big, man. I'm telling you, it's kind of bigger than what we thought, because we used to always say put it up in the air and make it manifest. It's manifesting right now, man.
How did it feel you seen H do his thing, dog? Like from what it used to be and now to what it is, man.
Just fucking raw, lit, homie. Like, hey, dog, this fool really got us, threw us on his fucking back. And started galloping like, what's up, man? Who's gonna hop on this? Let's go back again.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I mean?
H been doing his thing, man. How does it feel, dog? Like,
it feels good, dog. You know, this has always been a fucking dream to me, dog. Just to do this and you know, just want to get back to my neighborhood, dog, and just be a big part of it in a fucking positive way, dog. You know what I mean? And just trying to fucking just elevate my game, dog, as I keep going, dog, and just be myself and not just trying to fucking be like everybody else. You know what I mean? And I think that's what separates me from everybody else, dog. It's just me just being me, dog. You know, that's what makes me unique, dog. My shit, you know.
That's the shit.
And this is a question to both of you guys. How does it feel to be embraced and loved by the city so much, dog?
Come
it feels
on,
good,
kid.
dog.
We got love. And the dope thing was, you said it, dog. From here to Colton, Pasadena to motherfucking Hesperia, it's fucking hard, bro. Like, real shit.
It trips me out, dog, because even just going to stores here now and then, and even in the neighborhood, dog, people be like, hey, you're that fool, dog, you know, from IE to LA, huh? I'm like, yeah, that's me, dog. So it feels
IE to LA, we taking over cities.
Yeah.
So it feels good, dog, you know what I mean, to fucking, you know, to recognize that people recognize me, dog. You know, it's a fucking, dog, I said, dog, it's a dream come true, dog.
Hell yeah. Blessed,
it is just the fucking beginning, dog. It's just the beginning.
And you know what's beautiful about this, dog? Every time you guys drive by and you see this mural right here, this is in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
And not only that, it was done for you guys.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
it's not tagged up or nothing.
Nah. Nothing.
I was saying,
dog. Real shit.
It's respect, dog.
Yeah.
Respect. And you know what? More than respect, it's love.
It's love.
Yeah.
You said it,
It's
dog.
love.
That's what it
It is, dog, you know.
Hey, like you said, to come back and be embraced by everybody, you know what I mean? Because they might have forgot about that, but once they heard this, it reminded them, oh fuck, like these guys are back at it again. Yeah, boy, we're back at it, man. Real
It's like
shit.
a resurrection, huh?
The
motherfucking Phoenix, you know what I'm saying,
Seuss
dog?
just fucking Seuss and the whole camp, dog, just to fucking embrace me, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've been doing this shit with them, dog. When I first started doing shit, it wasn't like, oh fuck, you know, I gotta get to know these guys. We just fucking automatically clicked, dog, and it was just like we've been doing this motherfucking shit, dog. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See, we got motherfuckers knows what's cracking.
They know what's up, huh, man? That's cool, man. That's cool. Right when we pulled up, there was people in the park over there. If you guys don't know, that's 7th Street Park, man. That's historical right there. And they were shouting across the street, telling you guys what's up, man.
That's what's cracking, man. Hey, it's dope. So much. First and foremost, much love to all the neighborhoods right here. You know what I mean? From the ones right here to on 7th. You know what I mean? To my motherfucking counts, all the way down to wherever we gotta go. You know what I mean? Our boundaries are big. They want to make this the Empire State. Bring that shit on, bro.
Hey, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys feel like the music thing is bringing all of Verdugo together? As far as, you know, you got people from the counts, you got people from the crazy ones, you got people from all over making music, and everybody's starting to work together, and I think it's bringing everybody together. How do you see it in your guys' eyes?
Man, I love it, dog. It's something different, dog, and it's crazy because it's not just fucking Verdugo, dog. It's fucking all of IE, dog.
This right here is Succumbi Lake. It's located in downtown San Bernardino. As you can see, all the grass is there. it's in pretty bad shape, man. But when I was young, I used to come out here. This park was beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. It was said that a while back, years and years back, that they drained this lake and they found a lot of weapons in this lake right here. If you can see the lake in the far back, let me try to zoom in. They said when they drained this lake that they found a lot of weapons that were involved in crimes, and everybody was sweating it, man. It was said they even found a couple bodies in there, man. I don't know how true that is. Well, yeah, that was the word. That was the word from back in the day. Like I said, though, this park was beautiful, man. If you look at the paving stones and everything, you could tell that this park was really, really nice back in the day. It's dead now, because I think the San Bernardino County budget, or the city of San Bernardino, their budget got really, really bad. So they probably had to let it go, but once upon a time, it was a sight to see. Succombie Lake, man. Hey, can you explain this mural behind us?
Yeah. So it was never there for the longest. They just put this shit up not too long ago. We were actually here when they were building it, and I wanted to be the first one to do a video right here, because this Amapolas is the original one. We used to be deep sitting around that gated thing back in the days, and when shit was really popping out here. And a lot of the homies used to be across the street at 7th Street Park, which was a clique. 7th Street and Counts were intertwined. We ran together. So you know, sometimes I'd be the only count there with like 10 7th Streeters.
But it was all love?
It was all love. You mean?
Right,
and we would walk across the street, get food, and be chilling. And like, you know, sometimes it would be 10 counts and we're like 2 or 3 7th Streeters.
Yeah,
you know, but my cousin was the president of 7th Street. That's my cousin, Johnny Agudo. He was one of the dead presidents case that passed away right here on Vine Street. So, you know, it was kind of like, and his brother, which my cousin Gibby, was a count. So it's funny, like, you know, we got a count and 7th Street in the same house, but we're tight, you know, so it's family before all the bad blood. You know, bad blood, the business kind of separates a lot of things in life, you know. When, you know, the business is the business. It's not called friendship, it's not called family, it's called the business for a reason. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta swallow it, and you just gotta get strong and go past it. So
this Amapola right here is the original one?
This is the original one. There's another one down. They
have a few of them,
but now they have a bunch of them. But this was from back in the days. The mural, you know, the train right here, that's the locomotive that used to be out here. They used to have it in the hood, in the city a long time ago. It's not there no more. It was like a restaurant. They had it, and I believe it symbolizes the revolution too, because that's an iconic thing that the train was used for us during the revolution with Zapata and Pancho Villa.
Okay.
And then, you know, we got our smokestack, which is the Santa Fe whistle, which is right behind us. It's huge.
Hey, and, that thing goes every day, dog.
Yeah, that thing is like clockwork. And it's a funny thing that...
What are the times? It's like 8,
12, and 5.
Okay.
We used to use that whistle at 5 to identify the start of our meetings for my clique.
Okay.
Because we could hear it anywhere in the hood. So if I said we're gonna have a meeting here at 8th Street Park, if you're there after the whistle, you're late, and you're gonna get, you know, some kind of discipline. So we'd be sitting there kicking it, homies talking. All of a sudden you hear this bong, like that's the bell right there. Like, there's everybody here, and then you'll see somebody trickle up and like, you're late, motherfucker. Like, but you're cool, just chill. You know, pay some money so we can get some beer and everything's great. Or if not, we got a, you know, 3-on-1 your ass. You mean DP your ass. You mean? But
yeah, man, that thing's loud. I used to be able to hear that thing all the way in Colton. That's how
it is super loud, bro. And it's iconic. You mean? And that's just a symbol of the city, man. San Bernardino right there. That's a whistle.
Hey, and the food right here at Amapola is really, really good.
This is probably the best. The other one's more commercial. It's more fast food, so it's not as... This is more like you come here, they're making it right there, really like old school style, and it's really good, man.
I noticed when I drove up here, it says closed. Is it closed for good, or is it just closed on Sundays?
I think it's just closed for today, probably because they probably had holiday stuff, but it's usually open, you know, and I don't know why it's closed, but, you know, they actually let me shoot my video here. I did a video to a remix song called Hate It or Love It by G-Unit, I think is The Game, and 50 in them. And it was a beat that I really was digging, and I wrote a hook to it, interpolating their hook. You know, like hate it or love it, the count's always on top. We gonna shine till my heart stops. Yo, envy me. We from the big MV, and we ain't going nowhere till the clip is empty. So me and Trigger I started showing them, and Trigger was right away like, I want to be on it. So we shared the hook, and we wrote our bars for it. And when we shot the video, we shot a video with the homie Vale. Shout out to Vale. And I told him, well, we'll do it right here. So we shot the video here with like 2 lowriders, my cousin Johnny Lefty from the Counts, and the homie Julio from Mount Vernon, and the homie Blaze him up from All Eel Music. He showed up. We had a lot of people show up, and we had a little thing going on at the park too. My prima Debbie Flores from Latin Queens, they were over there feeding the homeless, and we went over there and did like a big interview and got a bunch of pictures. So we did what's called a BTS reel and a music video all in one day. We shot some scenes on top of Fifth Street Bridge. We would have used Mount Vernon Bridge, but they tore the old bridge down. They're gonna rebuild it eventually, and my goal is to have a song ready so when they rebuild it, I won't be the first one.
Be the first one on
the first one on the bridge right there.
Yeah. We're right here at Mitla Cafe. He went in the employee entrance.
That's what's up, cousin?
You got that back door lift?
Hell yeah, baby. Video, dog. Nah, that's my prima right here. See how it is,
How you guys doing?
Just coming from grubbing. What up, cuz? I'm good. Yeah, all right, what's you? What's up, man? You already know what's good, man.
So everybody be coming here then, huh?
This is the spot, dog.
Home base right here.
You can't miss.
Don't touch that door.
Gentlemen. See that now?
You don't see that anymore, huh? That's right.
I love you, primo. Love you too, man. Hell yeah. You want the bomb is Chivo? That's where you go to right there, you know what I mean? Vida la Guadalajara. Shout out to the Moreno family right there. What's up, my boy? Ooh. Walk in here, this is iconic. And there's one of the icons right there. That's my grandmother. That's Lucy right there. Lucy Reyes. Bam. So much history on this wall.
Hey, how come they have her posted up on the wall?
You know what? Rest in peace. She passed away. I want to say almost going on 2 years. But she was one of the 4 horsemen here, along with her, and we had ages of workers here, bro.
Like throughout your family, or just
throughout
friends, everybody?
my family's family, and also right now the one running it, that's my brother-in-law. Not my brother. I'm sorry, my godbrother.
Okay.
So I mean, the people here are, I guarantee, somebody's related to somebody else. The cooks, been the past cooks for the last 25 to 30 years.
So the food's good here.
This is where you come to get authentic Mexican food. This is history right here, bro.
All right. How are the tacos here?
They're amazing. The tacos are actually history right here. This is Mitla Cafe. Mitla Del Taco, the owner, how to make tacos. If you did not know, yeah, this is crazy, bro. There's a lot of history in this little community, little building right here. They used to serve 10-cent tacos out the side of that door over there, kind of where I walked in.
Yeah.
There's an opening right here that you can kind of. I need no italics. I'm sorry. I try to give Steven a heads up. I'm just doing a little documentary right here. This is my buddy right here. Come on over here. Over here, please. Hurry up.
She's camera shy?
Hurry up. Hurry up. You see they hit the music for us?
Yeah.
There you go.
Now we're gonna dance.
This is my Nina. This is my Nina. She's part of the family, still holding this down and running this beautiful establishment.
Okay.
Her and her son. Steven.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
That's
you.
beautiful. He's doing a little documentary for us. I just wanted to come and shed some light on this beautiful place. You know?
Oh, did you show your
Frankie
grandma?
to Irene, yeah. I showed my grandma too.
Good.
This is just a lot of history here, you know? Definitely. Same cooks for the
You guys been the owners for how long?
Well, it's been in the family for 85 years.
85 years, that's history. Wow.
Yes, we're gonna have a big celebration in October.
Okay.
So mark that on your calendar.
October 15th.
October 15th.
What are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna open up your doors and have a band?
Yeah, we're gonna, out in the parking lot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Very nice. See, I didn't even know that.
Now you know. We need you to perform.
Very nice. Oh yeah, anything they need. The crescendo store?
Yes.
They do have another part that's for rental for parties. The crescendo next door looks like an old school Mexican fiesta set up for you already.
Hacienda style.
And it's
Hacienda
available
style.
for rental and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Beautiful,
cool.
man,
That's
beautiful.
cool.
Steven is not here?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit somewhere. Hola, Pati. Get over here. Get over. Look at camera shy too. Beautiful, beautiful. Another family member, man. Just all family.
Yeah.
I was giving them a little history of Mitla.
Yes.
You know?
Hi. How are you, Ale?
Good, good, very good.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Take
that's
it easy.
good.
I'm gonna go sit down in your area over there. If you can give me a table, please. Okay, thank you.
That's cool, man. How often do you come over here?
You know what, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I've only been here once since my grandmother passed away, because it's just a personal thing.
It's hard for you to come in.
Very hard.
Yeah, yeah.
My grandma would be right here. This was her setup, and all her tables were right here. If anybody's been to Mitla in the past 20 years, they know Lucy Reyes. This was her setup right here, bro. So she didn't have to go work too hard. They cater to her, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you know what's beautiful is, you said you only been here once since she passed away, and now that you came, you get to tell her story and
dope.
share the experience.
It's real,
with
kid.
everybody, man.
It's real. And it's crazy because I just walked through the side and a couple of our cousins are working over there. That's dope. Man, it's awesome. It's awesome, bro.
But you know what? I also want to thank you for inviting us in here
Oh,
and
yeah.
allowing us to come in here. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you guys, man. That's real shit. Just a little bit of inside of kills, you know.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up?
All right, man. We're gonna wait for. This right here is CDC, Central Detention Center. It's the San Bernardino County Jail. I was a resident here. For like 3 months. Just wanted to show you guys. Take a little video. Yo, what up? Hey man, these apartments behind me, these are the San Felipe apartments. I used to live here when I was about like in 3rd grade or something like that. And man, it was wild in these apartments. I wanted to show you guys because these little apartments right here, man, these little apartments got active right here. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys these apartments right here, man. There's only a few of them here, but believe me when I tell you, man, this thing was active as hell back in the day. There used to be a basketball court right here. That's where I learned how to play basketball. Man, this place was crazy. I had to stand under this carport right here. As you can see, it started raining. It went from a hot sunny day to raining. I remember when I was little, there was OGs out here and they used to play dominoes right here. They used to post up right here and drink all day and play dominoes, man. We used to run on top of this roof and they'd be like, man, get off that roof. But yeah, man, it brings me memories being back right here in these apartments, man. Good times, man, good times. This window right here with the brown window covers, I used to sneak out of that window and come out inside and play. My mom used to tell me, stay in the house and don't go outside. I used to sneak out that window. And I used to come and play in this field. There used to be a lot of trees out here. There used to be a lot of trees right here in this field to come out and, you know, just run around and do what little kids do, man. Here's a shot of the backside of the apartments. That apartment with the apartment upstairs with the AC in the window, that room right there is the first room that I ever got blown off of chronic. I was blazing with some older homies right there. I believe I was in 3rd grade, 2nd or 3rd grade, but that's the first time I ever got high to my ass, and I passed out in that room right there. Good memories, good memories. I don't know if you guys can see these buildings back here. That big tree right there is the first time I ever built a clubhouse. I built a clubhouse in that tree right there. But if you see these buildings out here in the back, those buildings were the first time that I ever broke in somewhere and stole, man. We used to break in those buildings back there, hop these fences and run straight into these apartments, man, and the cops used to come looking and we'd be gone. But yeah, that was the first time I ever broke into somewhere and stole. I don't recommend it though. In the joint, Verdugo's known as a really big hood, dog. Like, I mean, you guys got cliques from everywhere. Are all the cliques generally on the street? Because I know when you're locked up, everybody has to be cool with each other. But on the street, do you guys all get along with each other as well, or do you just try to keep it cordial and mutual? And,
you know, it is what it is. You know, like I said, the business is the business. You know, it's not friendship, it's not family. You got to check all that shit at the door, including your feelings, your personal feelings, and abide by the rules and regulations of the business. Now, I can't speak how it is right now exactly, because I know from my time it was more like we were loving each other, like in a family sense, and now it seems more like there's more business involved, where it's like it's just straight work. And I'm sure there's factions where they're tight, but there's a little bit of, like, you know, I don't want to say like animosity or anything like that, but it's more like, you know, you just respect each other. Sometimes it's just cordial, high and by. You give each other the right to coexist, and then there's people that you just love and you could chill with them, and it's just like that. You know, it's the game is like the game is how it is, man. The game don't change, only the players do. And it's like, you know, sometimes bad blood separates a lot of things. You know, like if a homie kills another homie, his friends are gonna back him and his friends are gonna back them. So that causes a division, and sometimes it takes years for that division to like melt away, and sometimes it doesn't. Some people hold on to those grudges, we're like, fuck them. And I get it, you know, sometimes they're more related to them, or sometimes, but sometimes in the end, in the business, you have to be like, you can't hold personal feelings, because, you know, it's above your pay grade sometimes, and that's just the way it is out here, you know. But I got long love for 7th Street, man. I grew up with 7th Street. All my I had family from 7th Street, and all my best friends were from 7th Street, and I ran with them even though I was a prospect for account, because I went to school with them, and I loved hanging around them. I loved the way they were, and we just became really close. And even with the other clique, the crazy ones, I grew up around them, and I was there when they first started, and I was involved with them becoming their entity, and I had to go and investigate, and they were like, they're related to counts. Their dads are fucking junior counts and world counts, so we couldn't have like a division. There had to be an acceptance, and they're here to stay, and they've been here, so they're a good strong clique too. And there's a lot of good homies from there. There's good homies from Crazy Ones, 7th Street, from the counts. There's good homies in every clique, and I'm sure there's bad homies in every clique.
And what about Mount Vernon? Is Mount Vernon like where everybody starts off and then you choose what clique you want to go to, or are they their own separate clique?
Mount Vernon used to be like that. When you claimed Westside Verdugo, Mount Vernon, you were just a homie from the hood, and it depended on who you hung around is who you gravitated to, who you became a clique, or, you know, and that's how, you know, usually happens. So like if you were from the hood and you were running around with 7th Streeters and you weren't from a clique or prospected, chances are you're going to end up getting jumped into 7th Street. You know, so it is like that. But sometime later on in the years, Mount Vernon did form into like a sort of clique. They go by MVG, and they are like a clique where it's just basically to keep track of everybody, make sure everybody's cool, everybody knows each other, because you don't want to accidentally roll up on somebody. Before, we would roll up on somebody and, where you from? They're Westside Verdugo. Well, we don't know you, and fucking lump them up, because we don't know you. You know, it's like it's just like that. It was a different time, but like now it's like they know each other. It's more just everybody knows who's who and get along. So I got boys from there. You know, like my 2 artists are from MVG. Those are my 2 boys. You know, they're with me all the time. You know, I don't really look into like where you're from. I more look at like who you are, what you're about. Are we cool?
What your vibe is.
What your vibe is. Can we identify? Because I got friends from all over, bro. I got friends from other barrios all across California. I mean, I got friends in different entities. You know, in white white groups, and even even though I was a racist for a long time, I got friends that are in the black groups too. Where like you can respect a man among men.
Yeah,
you know?
Heck yeah.
There's gonna be ignorance in every faction and everything you do, but you can respect another man among men, and that's what I.
Can you touch on what you meant by you were a racist for a long time?
Well, you know, I was like pro Mexican, you know. Yeah. I'm Mexican, so I was like pro Mexican, and if you weren't Mexican, you weren't from my clique, I was like racist into that development. If you weren't on my level as far as with the business, I was racist against you. It didn't matter if you were from the same hood, same clique, or the same faction. And so like as far as the other races, like I went into prison like not liking them, and then you know I was coming out wanting to kill them, you know, because it's just the wars and the ignorance that gets pushed upon you, and like you know it's just like that, you know, it's your environment, you know. But I've grown, and like I've kind of set some of them thoughts and those influences down, because I didn't come out for war this time, you know. I came out like, you know, let me come out and just, you know, try to.
Did you feel like, you know, man, I gave a lot of my years to this thing, let me get out and do something different?
Yeah,
you say that you went and got your Class A, right?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Did you feel like, all right, it's time to not necessarily hang it up, but try to do something different? Is that what your mindset now?
Yeah. It hit me in like on my 10th year in the joint. I picked up like a attempted assault on a CO in Lancaster, that's Lancaster, and while I was sitting in the hole reflecting, pretty much thinking I was done, you know, I thought they were gonna take me to LA and give me like a life sentence. I was a second striker on a 16-year term, and so I started, you know, just reflecting and saying, you know what, I need to make some changes, because I didn't want to come out as bad as I was already, because I knew I would just fail. I would just come out and kill somebody or get killed or go back, you know. And that's I didn't want to do that, because I had already given a lot of my life. Not that I was hanging it up or checking in. I just figured, you know, let me just be a regular person for a little while. I don't have to be the leader no more. I don't have to be the I don't have to come out and fight nobody's wars no more. You know, I'm from a different time. And so like before I got out, I had a few years left, and I started doing like a lot of self-help stuff, like I got my AA degree in business. You know, I got a lot of trades, and I started reading a lot, and I started, instead of just hanging out, working out and politicking, I started bettering myself. I started applying myself, because I knew when I got out, it helped me. I hit the ground running, been working ever since, and I started out with the worst job, making no money at minimum wage. I think I started out at $11 when I got out, and I worked my way up little by little, getting like forklift jobs, going $1 more, and then eventually I worked that for a few years, started moving up, and then I was like, I need to get bigger money. And a lot of my friends had Class A's, and so they pointed me in that direction, and I went and took the class. My wife helped me and supported me. I got through the school. It was hard as fuck, because it's not easy backing that shit up and driving that shit, but I did it. I passed, got my license. No, they're not open.
Okay, thank you.
And then I got a job right away. I worked it for like 17 months, and now I applied for a corporate position. I got a high-paying corporate position, driving all the big trucks. So I got a career now. So I went from having a job as a convict to having a fucking high-paying career. So I look at it like this: if I could do it with my background and the way I live, anybody could do it. So I'm not trying to put nobody down, but when I see people not doing nothing for themselves, and I'm like, I probably got a worse record than you, but I'm doing 10,000 times better than you. So it's like, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you. I can empathize, but like, I could be just like you. I could have came out with like that mentality, like, oh, I'm a convict, I'm on drugs, I didn't want to do nothing. But I shook that shit. I said, nah, man, I'm gonna be successful. And that's what I aim for, and I'm becoming successful.
Hey man, and we're glad that you did, because we wouldn't be able to get to see the growth, and we wouldn't be able to get the music that's coming, and we're looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, we have a lot of music coming. We have the album dropping with Little G. I'm still doing singles and albums for my label.
You have a title for it yet?
For Little G's album?
Yeah.
No, we haven't got to the title of it. I wanted to use something that I signified my my label, because he's letting me like cross label.
Yeah,
you know, so he's letting me promote, you know, Count Stop Productions. And so I told him, like, let me put this out as the Executioners on your label, you know, so that way, you know, you got my entity with you, you know what I mean? So we haven't got that far, but we did discuss it. So it might be in that kind of realm, and that kind, and he's giving me full control, full direction, where like he's not micromanaging me. He's like, he gives me the music, and then I'm creating, and I show it to him, and he's just like, at the end of the day, he hears it, he's like, stamp of approval, handle it, man, get it. It means like he's loving it. So, and I love having the direction too, because it's like, not that I can't take direction, but I'm a creator, so it's like if I create something, like I like to be hands-on. I don't mind having collaboration where somebody puts some salt in there, but you know, and even if they create it themselves, if I'm just usurping into it, I can respect that. But I'm building an album for a label that he gave me a chance to be on, so it's like I'm trying to do the best I can for it, man.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you, man. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Yeah, man, let me just shout out everybody. You mean shout out to my prima Debbie, Latin Queen. Shout out to my boy Julio from the One Ways. Shout out to everybody from the hood. You mean everybody that I know in the system. You know, mean everybody that's out there struggling. You know, I hope you do better. You mean God bless everybody, man. I'm gonna stay blessed. Be on the lookout for the Count Style production artists, Little Westside Trigger the Assassin, and Hothead the Professional. Be on the lookout for Little G's album with me on it, coming out soon. It isn't yet titled yet, but it's coming out.
These are the projects right here. This area is very, very active right here. Probably can't tell right now, but as soon as the sun goes down, the freaks come out at night. Let me turn in here and drive through. Oh. Yeah, like I said, it's quiet right now, but man, doesn't it get active right here? It gets very, very active right here. These projects are very well known. It's a very rough part of San Bernardino right here. A lot of stuff goes down right here. Right now we're approaching the historic Meadowbrook Park. This park is historical right here, man. Let me try to get a shot of that sign right there. Check that out. Meadowbrook Park right here, man. Very, very historical. The east side of Verdugo. We got the Meadowbrook apartments right here. Very, very important part of the city. Earlier we were on the west side. Right now we're over here on the east side. It used to be really, really active around here. I don't know if it still is. I can't say if it is or it isn't because I don't live out here, but yeah, man, Meadowbrook Park. It's where all the OGs used to hang out right here. I'm right here at the Santa Fe Whistle. I call it the Santa Fe Whistle. It's also known as the Santa Fe Smokestack. This is a very, 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 very important part of the city of San Bernardino. Anybody from San Bernardino, usually if you run into them on the yard in prison, they have this tattooed on them, man. This is also a very, very important monument as far as art. If you look at a lot of homies that do artwork this from San Bernardino, they will have this in there. This thing, it whistles at 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. It blows off. And you could hear this thing. I'm from Colton, and I used to hear it from all over Colton. You could hear it as far as South Colton. This thing is very, very loud. From what I know and what I've been told, that the railroad workers, that's how they knew when they started at 8 o'clock, when lunchtime was at 12, and when their shift was over at 5 o'clock. They would just go by the time of the whistle, you know what I mean? There used to be a bridge right here. They used to connect west side Verdugo to the south side Verdugo flats, but they demolished the bridge and they're doing some reconstruction on it. Let me see if I can turn this around and get a shot of it. If you can see, they got some construction going on back here. I don't know when it's supposed to be finished, but they've been working on this for a while. So, you know, it's supposed to be really, really nice when it's done, you know? Again, very important part of San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Hey, so how do you guys feel about the unity that the music is bringing?
Oh man, it feels good, man. You know what I mean? Even just fucking the whole IE, dog, just coming together and doing shit, dog. And I got a chance to be a part of the IE roll call, dog, and fucking, you know what I mean? Just interacting with everybody. Oh my boy, I love you, dog. You're just interacting with everybody, dog, and just you know, getting a chance to meet other people from different cities, homie. It's crazy, dog. I got a chance to work with Shady G already, the homie Evil, fucking Moscow, Temps, fucking everybody, dog. It's a blessing, dog, that the names go on, dog.
And shout out to everyone he just named, because I was about to name you guys. Hey, you guys show love, you know what I mean? That's fucking, most of the people that know you don't do that shit.
Yeah.
And the homies don't even know us, but just respect us over some music shit. That's 100, dog.
Yeah,
that's 100.
Hell yeah, that's
Love
what's
that
up,
shit.
man. Hey,
Yeah,
music
man,
spreads love, dog. Music
Hey,
spreads
dog,
love.
I just think right now, dog, IE itself is we're on, dog. Right now is our time, fool. All of us right now, it's our time, dog. And I see how we're separating ourselves from all that bullshit, dog, and we're just doing us right now, dog. And I think it's fucking our time to shine, dog.
Culture's on, dog.
Real shit.
Hell yeah, and you guys are gonna keep it going, dog.
I swear to God, it's over.
Shout out to Pure Uncut. What you guys got coming in the future?
Man, Kills' EP's almost done. Been just, you know, a little dormant doing my shit, you know, dad duties and shit, but we got hella projects coming out. Weddle got another fucking project coming out.
I got a third project coming out, man, straight out the trenches. It's a little project EP. Man, go peep that out. It should be dropping the 20th this month.
There you go.
Go stream that. Also, don't forget to stream Loyalty Over Everything. And Had to Hustle with my boy Mikey Mike, man. Make sure you guys fucking peep all that shit on all platforms.
Run that shit.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you guys for allowing me to be in your city, man. I appreciate it.
First and foremost, thank you, FKM, fucking Baker's Dozen Media, everybody, man. Steve has shot it, everybody, man.
Much love, much love.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that's it for this episode of Journeys with FKM. Welcome to San Bernardino. Welcome to Verdugo. I'd like to thank the homie The Count. I would like to thank the homie Big Kills and the homie H for giving me a little bit of their time to tell me a little bit of history about themselves and about San Bernardino and everything they got going on. Thank you to the city of San Bernardino for welcoming me. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully I could come back and get more footage in the end. Once these episodes start getting out and people see the kind of things that I'm trying to do, that maybe I get more people to show me around. You know, I'm barely starting, barely getting this thing going, but I'd like to hit everybody's neighborhood, everybody's city. You know, you don't got to be from a gang for me to visit your city, and you don't have to be from the hood for me to visit your city. I like to do episodes and just, you know, work my way around. Who knows, maybe I might be in your city next. I would really, really like to start traveling, hopefully travel the United States with this one day. See wherever it takes us, you know. Maybe one day you could show me around wherever you grew up, whatever city you're proud of, you know. I just hope to expand. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Much love and respect. Stay solid and stay blessed.
They don't wanna see you